Reacting versus responding. This is critical in dating and relationships. Hi everybody, I'm Apollonia Ponti. I'm your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com, and I'm your coach for you men to master your confidence, master your attraction skills, and build the love life that you desire. And I want to get straight into it because this is a common thing that has been going on and you guys have been asking for, and I'm going to break it down for you in this video. Hallelujah, right? All right, we're going to talk about reacting versus responding. Now, I want you to think of it like this. Reacting is quick. It's without a sense of thought. And you're coming and you're reacting from a sense of aggressiveness, okay? This is reacting. When you react, you're out of your element. You might have that fire in you and you're just like, whatever comes in the top of mind, you're gonna say it and blah, 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 and you shoot out whatever is on your mind, but you don't stay aware. You're not aware in that moment and you're really not conscious because what you're doing is you're operating from all that adrenaline that's going on. And then what we do is we point fires, and then we draw more fire. We draw more fire. That's reacting. Responding is you're calm, it's more thought out, and it's non-threatening. So what we do is we are approaching this as responding as non-threatening with a sense of understanding, right? So where we can hold a core, and I talk about a lot of this in my videos as a man, what makes a woman desire you more is how you inherit and how you respond to the core within your emotions. So a man that has a good sense of control is so significant, and women desire that man, a sense of control in his emotions. And this is part of it. So reacting versus responding. Pick which one you think is the best. Probably responding, right? So in order for us to respond, we have to think it through. We have to be calm. And when we do this, it comes off as non-threatening. We come through a lens of compassion, understanding, and we come through with the what, why, when, where, how, what I talk about in effective communication, instead of just pointing fingers about the I, me, you, and attack, and then more fire is built. So I'm going to give you some tips and tools on how to start creating this if you are someone that reacts instead of responds. So the first tip here is I want you to start giving people the benefit of the doubt, especially and only if they come from good intentions. So you know when someone is coming from good intentions and they're just probably telling you something that is from their hearts, but yet we can come still and react because we take offense of it. But sometimes, there's a practice that I have you guys do in my Master Your Confidence audio seminar. And I tell you to ask 2 to 3 people that are the closest to you with how they see you, right? And this is a really good practice because I've talked about in my seminar is people can really see your true colors, especially when they're closer to you. And it's really important that you start to see how other people see you too. And it's not that I want you to care about what other people think and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is when people are wanting something for you positively, they want you to become a better person. They want you to get this job. They want you to get this relationship. They want you to be happy. Then if they're coming from their heart, then I want you to give them the benefit of the doubt, to hear people out and understand that, okay, they're coming from good intentions, and say this in your head. So let me just respond, think it through, be calm, and then I can be whatever I want to say in my message. Tip number 2 is effective communication tools, which I've talked about twice already in this video. Effective communication tools come from, why do you feel this way? Why do you think that it was okay for you to talk to me like this? Why do you think it was okay for you to raise your voice? Why do you think it's even okay for you to talk to another man, right? I'm getting carried away here. But what makes you think this way? What can I do to make it better? How would you like me to make you feel? How can we solve this situation? How can we get one step closer to our goal? You see what I mean, guys? This is effective communication tools that I'm giving you. And this is how you can gauge instead of react, and you can start responding to situations instead of letting people take your emotions. You're giving your emotions freely when you react. And nobody deserves for them to handle your emotions because you are the one in control of it. When we start reacting, we let other people be in control of our emotions. And that right there, gentlemen, does not give you that core foundation that women look for to have that emotional security, that emotional connection. And then tip number 3 is understand that everybody is a lesson. So what I want you to do is understand that everybody that shows up for you has a lesson that you're supposed to be learning from them, because also too, a lot of times people are a mirror and a reflection of what our insecurities might be or what we might be going through, right? So those people can also be lessons. So understand that people are showing up in your life to maybe teach you a lesson and aren't trying to bash you down or anything. Now, I'm not saying that you're just going to let anybody disrespect you. That comes from assertiveness. But you don't have to react in a fight it mode. You can respond strictly and say, no, I'm not going to do this, and this is why. And period. That's the end of story. So there's a difference between, I don't want you to be a passive pushover guy, but what I do want for you is I want you to understand the difference in the feeling of the reaction versus responding. Then that leads me into the next tip. It's not me versus you. Okay, so when we're in relationships or friendships or even in coworkers or employees or whatever, understand when we're trying to have a conversation, it can be looked at as confrontation sometimes for people that aren't really comfortable with being assertive. So if you're someone that's not comfortable with being assertive, when these conversations happen, I want you to tell yourself, this is not confrontation and it's not me versus you. Confrontation is me versus you. Responding is dialogue. Let's see how I can understand you. And then once I understand you, let's see if you can understand me. And if the other person's not willing to understand, then we still have our core foundation and we don't let go of our emotions. There's a lot of times where I've coached clients and they've gone in this breakup. And they're in reaction mode, full on reaction mode, where they get on the phone with me and they just broke up, the girl just broke up with them, and they're like, but I don't know, how am I gonna get her back, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm giving all the tips and cues and all this stuff, but they don't hear anything that I'm saying because they're in full adrenaline reaction mode. And what is happening here is we're not reflecting within. We're not coming from a calm consciousness in order to understand the difference between reacting and versus responding. So with that said, in order for you to cultivate healthy relationships with people and be that assertive, dominant male, this is what responding and assertiveness means. Assertiveness does not mean you tell someone to do and you're arrogant and you're like, I'm better than everybody else and blah, 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 blah. No, you come from confidence and you look at conversations as not confrontation, but you look at it with a piece of understanding. And if they're willing to give you the time to understand them as well, vice versa. And if not, you walk away with your emotions in check, because the moment that you give those emotions away to someone else is the moment you lose, because you are the one in control. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, I love hearing from you. So comment below, share your questions, and I'll try my best to answer those as well. And because you did say at the end of the video, I have something very, very special for you that I really encourage you to do if this speaks to you. It's called my Master Your Confidence audio seminar, which has over an hour of audio content with me that I've gotten so many results for so many of you men, and this will help you get there, and I talk about that in this. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved.